Hey, Eric.
Hey, Chris.
Is everything going okay?
No, I've got some pretty bad news to announce.
Oh?
So, if anyone's played Vagrant Story, you know it involves the risk breaker, Ashley Riot, infiltrating Le Monde to figure out what this guy Sydney is up to.
Yeah.
And Le Monde is like a city full of darkness and sickness. It's been abandoned. It poisons everything that's there. The dark consumes and overwhelms and does fucked up shit.
Plague of evil.
Plague Town, whatever. Blight Town, you know, the modern, the old and Blight. I've got bad news.
Ravenholm.
We don't go to Ravenholm. Yeah. You know, just any kind of gloomy, fucked zone. Yeah, your Chernobyl. It has actually claimed the life of a member of our podcast.
Are you serious about this?
I am very serious about this. I am not pleased to report that the fake net has been killed. It died in our Vagrant Story coverage. It definitely wasn't a result of the webpage where I use it, deleting the voice.
Yeah. And that voice hasn't come back in the interim?
No. Oh. It is, as far as I know, it has been expelled, removed, excised, passed away. And unlike in Vagrant Story, it's not reincarnating into anything else.
This particular iteration of the fake net has been with us for...
since Chrono Cross.
Since 2021.
Yeah,
for multiple seasons and multiple years and multiple pandemics.
It could...
Multiple presidents.
Jesus Christ. It could come back at some point if the resurrection spells are completed and uncovered. But until then, I am just proud to announce that for the next 4 episodes, we're going to be auditioning a new fake net voice, and we will choose it based on a council of fucked up guys, which is you and I.
Oh, well, that's actually kind of exciting. That makes me no longer be sad for the fake net's death.
Yeah.
Because new things are shiny and precious.
Just try to manage your depression, because I'm upset, we're upset, no one's going to be that mean ever again. It'll just have to be a whole new thing, a new way to go about doing the podcast.
Okay, well, go to patreon.com/retroam and give us $1 to support your local fake net.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of old fake net in the miniseries you can hear if you miss it.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you want to hear some hot sounds? Welcome to Retrograde Amnesia, a comprehensive podcast covering classic JRPGs chapter by chapter, beat by beat. Welcome back to Season 7, Episode 22, where we continue to cover Lunar, the Silver Star. My name is Chris, and I'm once again joined by Eric. Hi, hello, hi.
Hey man, I'm going to keep it together, all right?
Yeah, hang in there. It'll be okay. We will get through this together. We're also joined by the Real Net, a collective of monstrous mummies who are watching us record this podcast live on a secret video feed at patreon.com/retroam.
We're also joined by an audition of a new fake net, our post-production AI companion. This voice was suggested, I think it's a joke, by Shy Guy 32. It's the whisper voice from No More Heroes, which we are approximating through software.
Okay.
Initializing fake net.
Hello, I will be the fake net for this episode. Now that your old hero is no more.
Hello, fake net. Nice to see you again.
Hello, Christopher.
Does the soul still burn, or is this a whole new soul?
Fuck you. I don't need a soul.
We'll figure that out in time.
That's one question we cannot answer at this moment.
Yeah, it's like an acclimation process.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? You have to get into milieu of it to understand and see if it flows the same, if it hits correctly.
Yes, because as we know, all fake nets
they're different.
They're like broken shards, a million shards of broken mirrors.
Can I fuck your metaphor? Can I throw a new one in?
Oh, yeah.
How about this symbiote creature from Deep Space Nine, where like it moves to a new host body, but it still essentially carries the same memories of old?
Like Venom?
I'm not sure if Venom is in Star Trek Deep Space Nine. There's probably a substance that's similar to that. I mean, Odo is a little bit like a Venom, sort of. It's a goop.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I think Venom carries his memories from different hosts, I think.
Okay.
Or maybe Venom is an amalgamation of those. I don't know.
Jadzia Dax, Tazri Dax. I mean, okay, fine. Hey, you want to talk about something like Lunar instead?
Yeah, the Silver Star. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Story. Vane, Magic Guild.
We just got done rescuing Luna from the clutches of the Vile Tribe. And we also rescued Lemia, also leader of the Magic Guild. However, she's not like all there yet.
She's a
like,
little slow.
kind of stun locked there a little bit. And we have to go to the White Dragon Cave with Galleon to meet Quark. So Mia's in charge. So Mia, the character we got to use in the Crystal Tower, doesn't get to come with us. And that's stupid. And Nash is staying here too.
That sucks. That means it's just going to be me, you, Alex, and Galleon,
Yeah.
Luna, Null.
Yeah.
The whole party. So let's talk to all these NPCs in the Great Hall, Chris.
Yeah, there's lots of them to speaking with.
How about Lemia? You want to do her first, or you want to do somebody else first?
No, we can
Okay,
speak
you
with
be
her.
Lemia.
I'm not doing a voice.
I'll do Lemia.
No, I have her. I'll do her.
Okay, you'll do her.
I'll do the dialogue. I'm not doing a voice. I'm only doing a Galleon
Hey,
voice.
new fake net. How do you feel about Chris doing Lemia?
Initializing fake net.
It's all I can think about. It's what I crave, real man and cartoon lady together at last.
Fine.
Whoa.
This new fake net is kind of saucy.
Please make sure some piss is involved.
You know,
Chris, what's Lemia say?
quaint. She says, my name is Lemia also, but I'm having a difficult time recalling much more than that. The Vile Tribe, the Magic Emperor, I don't remember anything about them.
Luna gets in on it. She says, maybe it's best that Lemia doesn't remember that horrible things which were done to her. Is that best, Chris? If somebody does horrible things to you, would you like to recall it? Do you want to carry the pain with you? Or do you want to get like Men in Black fucking memory deviced?
Only if it unlocks powers.
So not just the trauma, you will carry the powers with the trauma.
Yeah, like if you take away my memory of Frieza killing Krillin, can I still turn Super Saiyan? I don't know.
Frieza killed Krellian in Xenogears?
Yes.
All right. That's cool.
Lemia goes on and says, I can't fulfill my duties as the leader of the Magic Guild until my memory returns, so I've entrusted Mia with my responsibilities for now. It is a great burden to impose upon one so young, but I have no choice.
Let's make my daughter do it.
Yeah.
I talked to Mia. She says, Alex, I'm so very sorry about what happened. All this is the fault of the Magic Guild. And Luna, I don't know how to begin apologizing to you. Luna, you know how nice she is to everyone but Alex. She says, you don't have to. Majesty Mia.
Yeah, threw me off there. But we do find out later that that's like what her title is.
Is it an appropriate title?
Yes, because
Majesty
it's
Mia?
capitalized too, so.
I knew Alex would rescue me, so I was never truly afraid. I was more curious about why Lemia, Zenobia, was forcing me to sing. Mia replies, please, Luna, just call me Mia. If you're going to be my friend, you can't call me Majesty. And I think that's the last time we see Majesty in this game.
I feel like there's some NPCs that use
They
it.
still use it? All right. She continues, my mother's doing very well. I'm happy for her. She's also regaining her memory and her magical powers, but no one seems to know if she'll be as adept with magic as she was before. That's a hint to the player that, like Mel, this fourth hero will not be able to join your team and kick ass.
Mm-hmm.
It's my duty as the next leader of the Magic Guild. I have to protect Vane from Galleon as the daughter of Lemia. So, hold on. I have to protect Vane from Galleon. It's my duty as the next leader of the Magic Guild and as the daughter of Lemia.
I'm just now noticing that as well, too. And that is what she says, and that's a fuck-up, Victor.
Yeah, do we just sequence break?
Yes.
Like,
we don't have a counter for Victor sequence breaks, but
Yeah.
it just happened.
like that's just, like, what? I'm going to be like, Mia, what do you know? Alex, I'm glad Galleon asked you to guide him on his journey. The White Dragon might have the wisdom we need to stop the Vile Tribe. Null tells Mia that we and Quark go way back, which is like 2 weeks ago. Talk to Nash.
Yeah, Nash says that Royce, Phaecia, and Lemia, all members of the Vile Tribe. But Lemia is not a member of the Vile Tribe.
Yep. Yeah, Victor's not doing well for this section.
Although maybe
Maybe he meant like he was like his brains were still scrambled up about Lemia, Zenobia, etc.
Yes. I'm an elite student of the guild and I was working for the enemy all this time. I'm so ashamed of myself. I want to sink into the floor and disappear. Me too, buddy. Null says, don't worry, Nash. I'm sure we can find someone in Vane who knows how to cast that spell, which is kind of funny. Nash says that he'll use all his power to help Mia protect Vane and the Magic Guild. He's an elite student, he says. He goes on to say, if I combine my powers with Mia's, I guarantee we won't have any more trouble here. And if Mia sees how hard I'm working to help her, she's standing right next to you.
I am also standing right next to you.
Perhaps she'll develop feelings for me.
Chris, is that true?
If you combine your magic spells with somebody, will they develop feelings for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but only, like, the most I can guarantee is, like, teammate feelings.
Okay, yeah, teammates. Like, 'cause whenever I've tried to do something cool to impress a lady, it never works. Maybe because I'm not cool, or perhaps because my stunts aren't that impressive. But that's not usually how that works.
Not usually, no. I think the only things you can do to impress somebody is just be nice.
Yeah, be nice. Make a really
kind.
good peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah. Null says, one of these days, Alex, I think we're going to have to buy Nash a clue. Okay.
He continues, why are you just standing there and flapping your lips, Alex? Hurry up and escort Galleon to the White Dragon Cave. It would be a disaster if the Vile Tribe attacked us while he was away. Talk to the line guys, Chris.
The guys in line?
Oh, yeah.
Next guy down. Because if Galleon is leaving to find the White Dragon, it means he's going to become the next Dragon Master. With the Vile Tribe trying to take over the world, it makes sense for him to increase his power. Null doesn't really think about this too fondly. He says, Galleon is a Dragon Master. What do you think about that, Alex? I know what I think. Alex just dots. And then the guy says, Galleon is going to become the next Dragon Master without question. He's powerful enough to pass the Dragon Trials with incredible ease.
It's not about power, it's about ingenuity. We've already figured that out. There's no way that Galleon would have figured out that you have to make fucking apes break ice blocks.
That is true, and I'm very curious to see what the remaining Dragon Trials are and if they're that intense.
Having completed all of them, yes.
Oh, good.
They require such a skilled intellect.
Great.
Bottom right line guy, did you hear the rumor that Galleon's going to take the Dragon Trials? If he becomes the next Dragon Master, the Magic Guild won't have anything to fear for a long time. Why hasn't Galleon done this already? And this has me thinking, the original game, if I'm correct, just said Althena was in trouble 17 years ago and the four heroes had to rescue her. It was the PSP that added the Eiffel shit.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Is it a fault of the game to never list, other than like the Vile Tribe, I guess, what they were fighting? Because the Vile Tribe, I think, was just, according to lore that we have so far, was banished to the frontier eons ago or some shit, and the Althena's light doesn't shine there. Dark side of the moon type stuff.
Yeah, I don't think it's a fault of the game yet. I mean, if we don't get anything more meaty until later in the game, then maybe so. But I think the game is playing that card close to its chest, hand, vest.
Yeah, you wear vests when you play cards.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
That's why you suck at cards. You never wear your card uniform.
Yeah, I forgot to wear my vest last time I played cards.
Bottom left line guy, Mia must be so relieved to have found her real mother, and even more relieved that she has the wisdom of Galleon to help her through this crisis. Holy shit. Middle left line guy.
Did I, or did I not know that Royce was a bad person? It was her evil voice that gave her away. We top can tell a lot about someone by the way they speak.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, I don't either.
Left line guy says, we're so used to obeying Lemia's orders, we never once thought to question them. And that makes us just as responsible for what happened. And Chris, like all politicians, they'll say they're responsible, but they're just going to stand there the rest of the game.
I think you're right.
Well, shit, dude. Want to go explore the Vane Magic Guild?
I guess so.
Yeah, there's so many NPCs, and we got to talk to them all.
Yeah, I talked to the guards on the way out. The one on the left says that Lemia also was the disguise of a sorceress. What? Of the Vile Tribe. This is an outrage. I don't know who to trust anymore. Sorry, buddy.
Well, yeah, he has to say sorceress of the Vile Tribe because he doesn't know her first name is Zenobia.
Her name's Zenobia?
I just made that up. It's probably true, though.
The other one says, we followed a fake and captured the innocent. This is not a glorious day in the history of the Magic Corps. Where'd you go next?
The left classroom. Bottom left lady. The other students are so upset about what happened to Lemia that they're not focused on their studies. But I'm going to keep my focus and become the most elite student at the Magic Guild. And I'll reply, studying is fine, but it's okay to show emotions too. At least that's what Luna said. When the fuck did Luna say this? He's lying.
Maybe off screen.
No.
Luna
the only reality is what we witness.
Okay. Bottom right guy says, I don't see Nash and Mia as a couple. They just don't have any chemistry. And he wants her a lot more than she wants him. Luna says, to be fair, no one really knows how Mia truly feels about Nash except Mia. Which is a great thanks, Luna. Thanks.
As this game goes on, I do think Kyle and Jessica have a really fun dynamic, but the Nash-Mia stuff is a thud.
Insufferable?
Yeah.
Already is.
I wouldn't say insufferable. It's just not fun.
Yeah.
Or not as fun as Kyle and Jessica, I suppose. Top right, I don't understand would the Vile Tribe abduct an ordinary girl instead of an elite student like me. Luna, holy fuck. Luna looks sullen and replies, they aren't looking for girls with intelligence. They want girls who can sing. Oh. Unfortunately, those attributes are usually mutually exclusive. Does Luna have confidence issues like this anywhere else?
No, she does.
I'm an idiot. I sing real good.
She does express some level of self-doubt when she's talking about like how she never noticed the man that Alex has become. I think we have this conversation a little bit later. But she does have she's often questioning what the hell am I doing kind of stuff. Like even before the boat, you know? But it's never manifested in this way where she's like, maybe I'm dumb. I can sing. Maybe I'm dumb.
I mean, I think everyone has those moments where you do something extremely stupid and you're like, oh my God, am I an idiot?
Oh, yeah. Top left says, I can't believe Galleon didn't know Lemia was actually a member of the Vile Tribe. Then again, I can't believe he chose Nash when every other student in the class is clearly superior. Perhaps he should step down.
That's more notes that Nash might be a dumb guy.
Yeah, I know. I wish we could just be like, we could snap all the rest of them out of existence. We get it. Nash dumb.
Stupid.
No one else tell us this, please.
The teacher says, I can't believe Lemia was a fake. I found her no-nonsense attitude to be quite a refreshing change. At least we have Galleon here to preserve the proud legacy of the Magic Guild. Teacher doesn't know Galleon's going on a field trip with me.
Mm-hmm. Where'd you go next?
Mia's room.
Hell yeah, I went in there.
Hey.
Guard's like, hey guys,
Dude,
go
this
on
guard,
in.
he's so good. He's like, yeah, get in there, man.
I'll protect me with my life, buddy.
Yep.
What'd you do first?
Mia's bed.
Sniffer bed?
Hell yeah, dude. Got in that thing.
Luna's not happy. She says,
No.
Alex, the only place you'll be sleeping is outside. If you don't stop pawing that bed. Pawing like a dog? Is
Yeah.
that what he's doing?
Yeah, he's pawing the bed. Hey, you're coming to my house on Sunday, right? You should just try to get in my bed and see what my wife says.
Paw it? Can I paw your bed?
Yeah, do whatever you want. Just be weird in there.
Okay.
Just like immediately run upstairs and get in the bed.
I don't want to do that.
It'll have clean sheets.
Okay. You can guarantee that. I spoke with the dresser, right?
Yeah.
Luna is once again miffed. She says, Alex, how rude of you to look through Mia's cabinet. I'm beginning to wonder. ... That's it. Where'd you go next?
I talked to the Star Chamber guard.
Yeah?
Wonders what the hell Zenobia was doing up there. Says he always heard singing coming from up there. Luna tells the gang they kept talking about finding someone. The guard replies, but it's not the vile tribe who loves singing. It's the goddess Althena. Shit.
Shit.
That is kind of maybe, it's not what happens, but it is a hint that like, maybe Althena corrupt, ? Like Althena in league with vile tribe type thing.
Yeah.
How about this, Chris? Where'd you go next? Where do you want to go?
How about we go somewhere that you didn't go before this?
Yeah.
Jail.
Take me to jail.
I went to jail and I spoke with the guard just outside. He says, I was astonished to discover Lemia and also was one of our prisoners, and I was fortunate that she failed to remember any of the numerous beatings I inflicted upon her.
He beat the shit out of Lemia?
He beat the shit out of Lemia.
He beat the shit out of Lemia.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the full experience then.
Now, if you remember, in previous episodes, this guy was sort of obsessed with the idea of beating prisoners.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's a prison guard after all.
Yeah. Do you remember the nurse that was obsessed with Viscera in Xenogears?
Oh, of course.
He's kind of like a mini version of her.
Well, but she was like playful. Like she didn't cause the viscera. She just happened to address it if it was presented.
Okay, yeah,
he
you're
wants
right.
to inflict pain.
Good point. The guard downstairs says, now I understand why Lemia was sending so many people to prison. But I have to admit, it was nice to know I had job security. Guy in prison on the left says, what? Zenobia was disguised as Lemia? Well, isn't that a bizarre turn of events? I'm very happy the real Lemia has been found. Now, why don't you let me out of here? Next guard says, I don't see you. I'm falling asleep. Z, 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 Z.
Hit him with Z's.
Null tells the guy you don't have to pretend to be sleeping anymore. This was the guy that was looking the other way when Mia was breaking us out of jail.
Mm-hmm.
He says, who said I was pretending? That was the best nap I've had all day. And blonde man in jail says, so, I was thrown in jail by a sorceress for talking about Althena. But why would she do that? Unless it had something to do with whatever she and the Magic Emperor were plotting. I was just gabbing about the stupid rumor that Althena didn't live in her tower anymore. Me and my big mouth.
Should be executed for promoting blasphemy.
That was the law. That was the plan. Okay, what else?
Lemia's office.
Yeah?
The guard says the wisest thing Mia could do right now is give her responsibilities to Galleon as soon as possible. And that is kind of strange that Mia's in charge. Well, I guess Galleon is going away
Yeah.
for a trip. The actual guy in the office says the Magic Guild and Council have to rally around Mia and support her in these desperate times, and I agree. Galleon's office, Lum.
Yeah, go ahead.
I can't believe it. Lemia also was actually one of the vile tribe. I'm still in shock. There has to be something more behind this. Somethingawful.com.
I've been there.
Finally, the last place in the guild I've got is the right classroom.
Mm-hmm.
Top left student. The class has been canceled. This is great. I can eat my lunch right now. Munch, smack, gulp. This is the guy that's obsessed with food and eating for most of the game.
Oh, good. Okay. I'm glad he has a consistent arc.
Middle left.
So a woman, she says, do you think it's a coincidence that the Vile Tribe did this while our world was without a Dragon Master? I don't. At least we'll be safe as long as Galleon is here to protect us.
Bottom left says, this is great. Now I can print my story in the fan club's newsletters, Encounters with Mia column. This is not the only stalking girl magazine dude in this game.
Really?
Yeah, there's another one later.
Wow. That's a new record.
Yeah.
I think we've only had one in previous games.
Top right. How in the hell could the Magic Corps think someone from the Vile Tribe was leader of the guild? I used to admire them. And again, I feel like if your boss was wearing the eyes wide shut VR fuck mask, that someone would know that that's the person.
She's got the same clothes on.
Mm-hmm.
And no one in this world changes clothes unless you become a Dragon Master.
That's true. Yeah, no one in this world will change clothes unless you become a Dragon Master or, well, spoilers.
Yeah.
Who's next?
Middle guy says, Mia must be really upset about what happened to her mom.
We all are. We're all upset about what happened to Mom.
Yes, me too. That one time, that thing happened to Mom
It was my fault.
Wasn't good.
No, she'll remember it forever. I'll carry it with me till we're both dead. Bottom right.
No wonder Lemia wasn't teaching, because it wasn't Lemia at all. I hope she gets well soon, because I'd like to, I don't know, learn something.
Did it ever occur to you that you were in school to learn things?
Well, yeah.
Okay. It took me to like 7th grade to figure out that I was there to like be educated and not just fucking like punishment for life or whatever.
Important question. Did your parents ever talk to you?
What do you mean?
Did they ever say, you're going to school to learn? Or did they just leave you in a room?
I think that may have been they may have thought I was smart enough to understand that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was their fault.
They never said, what'd you learn in school today? And you said nothing.
That had to have happened.
I think that happens to every kid.
I mean, both my parents, my mom always worked nights while my dad worked days, so I was left to my own devices to do homework on my own, which is why I never fucking did it.
Yeah.
And got in trouble constantly, not for disciplinary issues, but just for not doing my homework.
Not doing shit.
Right. And yeah, you don't learn stuff real good.
Yeah.
That way.
Well, good for you. I didn't start not doing shit until later in life.
Okay, yeah, we traded. I was real good at college and high school.
Yeah. I wasn't. Well, I was good at high school for, let's say,
some of it.
60% of it.
Yeah.
Then I got my shit together and I was fine. Okay, anyway, go ahead.
It all worked out, Chris.
I guess
Let's go outside in Vane.
Oh, we'll talk to the teacher?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Let's talk to this teacher. I have no idea what's going to happen to the guild, but I'm trying hard to relieve my students of their anxiety. Allowing them to spend the entire class talking instead of studying seems especially effective. I did always appreciate it when a teacher had clearly drank too much the night before or something, and it's like, we're just fucking... We're going to watch Sandlot. You all just talk.
Yeah. Outside?
City of Magic, of course, continues.
Yeah, let's do it.
Initializing fake net.
No, we have heard that song too many times. I am playing music from Lunar Eternal Blue.
Oh boy, there's NPCs out here.
Yeah.
Fucking curse, man. Pope Wizard by the guild entrance.
The glory of the Magic Guild won't be snuffed out so easily. This is the center of all magic.
Fuck yeah, it is, dude. Lady in the top left. I still don't understand why a witch was posing as Lemia, but at least I understand why Lemia passed such harsh laws. Are those laws still valid, Chris?
Oh, if the fake Lemia passed the laws?
Yeah. Or is there like the committee of guys in the main hall are going to like abolish all fake Lemia laws?
I think they've got to take them off the books before they can do anything else about it.
This is true.
Yeah.
Top right lady, purple dress with cape. Hey kids, I heard about how you proved Lemia was an imposter. And how you fought a bunch of monsters in the Crystal Tower. I bet that was scary, huh? So tell me, is the Star Shrine gorgeous? I bet it is, huh? And the funniest thing possible is the children don't tell her shit.
No. They're like, okay, yeah.
Secret.
Thanks, lady. Other lady standing here says, no children. I can't imagine why Zenobia would impersonate Lemia, but I do know that Zenobia has always held a grudge against the goddess.
Did anyone know who Zenobia was until like 2 hours ago?
I was going to ask you the same thing. Is Zenobia a known figure? Because I think there's no way she is a known figure, right?
Like, there's more wanted posters with Kyle's face on them than Zenobia information.
They've been all banished to the Frontierlands.
Yeah.
And no one has seen them ever since.
And she looks, 20s? But she's probably immortal, right?
I think you're right, but I really want to know more about these people. And I'm sort of afraid that we're not going to get answers on, like...
No, I know where the answer. Fake net, how old is Zenobia and is she immortal?
Initializing fake net.
I don't know how old she is, and her mortality is a spoiler.
Okay, that
makes sense,
That
yeah.
makes me feel better.
Lady in front of the weapons store?
Hey, I heard you were captured by 3 sisters, and that they forced you to sing. I don't get it. Luna doesn't understand it either. The Vile Tribe is kidnapping people and forcing them to sing. Too weird. But that explains the William Shatner album.
Check this out.
That's number 24. What's the William Shatner make an album, I guess?
He made several, I think. There had to be one of particular notoriety, but this was around the time when I first started becoming aware of Howard Stern and the 911 call that he made when his wife drowned in the pool. They were like remixing that into songs. I don't think that was like part of the album. That's the only William Shatner music that I've heard, is them making fun of his fucked up delivery when his wife was dead.
I didn't know that he had a wife that drowned in a pool.
I'm pretty sure I'm remembering that correctly.
I feel like that we should clarify that so we don't get sued by William Shatner.
FakeNet, please clarify that.
Initializing fake net.
It's true she dived into the pool, and it hit her head on the mono, and it killed her.
I don't think William Shatner listens to this podcast, for the record.
He's still kind of there. I mean, assuming maybe someone else manages his Twitter account, but he was surprisingly lucid when fucking Bezos put him in space. Wizard in front of the library.
Wizard. Lemia also a fraud. This is the most humiliating moment in the history of the guild. And thanks to our historians, the humiliation will be recorded for future generations to mock.
Speaking of, if our audience mocks us and makes us do Eternal Blue for the inevitable sequel season, we need to check the library to see if future generations do mock these fools. So there's got to be Vane. I think Vane is in Eternal Blue.
Somebody write this down.
I don't have hands.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Christopher.
Bottom right, lady in purple.
Yeah, she feels sorry for Lemia, but she hopes she's proud of her daughter. There's no doubt in my mind that Mia is going to be the next guildmaster.
Wizard Pope, center of town. Says Lemia doesn't have Galleon to support her, but her daughter Mia is doing a fine job. Despite all that's happened, the Magic Guild is as strong as ever. And all thinks Mia is a stronger person after what she saw at the shrine. The incident with Zenobia, as horrible as it was, might be a blessing of sorts as well. When your kids go through adversity, do you think they're usually better off for it, that they're like better equipped to heal or to deal with things? Or do you think that's fucked up? They're going to talk about that forever.
It depends on the severity of the adversity.
I was going to say, where's the line between scarring the children and making them stronger? Like, how do you figure out where that... I mean, you don't have to... That's a complex question.
You don't know that.
I'm just saying it's like...
You don't know the answer.
There's no way to figure that out until after the thing has been exposed. Let's go inside some buildings.
Yeah.
Residential house, bottom left or bottom right?
I don't know. The one with the hick man in there.
Hick father, what's he say? That's the right house.
Okay. Yeah, I heard all about the vile tribe coming into town. Wish I hadn't either, because I know I'm jumpier than a jackrabbit in heat.
Are jackrabbits real, or is that jackalopes that aren't real?
Jackalopes are not real. Jackrabbits, I think, are real. I don't know the difference between a jackrabbit and a rabbit is.
Yeah.
Fake net.
Initializing fake net.
Jackrabbits have longer ears and longer legs.
Gotta ask a lot of questions.
Yeah, no,
gotta get the fake net.
Put the voice through the paces, make sure it works, and if it doesn't work or if it's not audible whatsoever. It's all part of the trial and error process. Like, every audition won't be smooth, so, deal with it.
Wife says, I've heard the stories about what happened at the Magic Guild, but I don't care. The goddess Althena will keep her children from harm.
That's a fucking sucker right there, dude.
Yeah, right. I mean, no one's heard from Althena in 15 years.
Yeah.
Kid says, I'm going to kick the butts of those three sisters because they scared my mom and dad. Luna says, you're a very angry little boy, aren't you?
How about that left house? Holy shit. There's a blonde kid in the left house. He says, you're going to see the white dragon? How about bringing me a dragon diamond as a present? This kid wants a piece of shit as a present.
Great.
Green hair, white glasses, dad. Which is among us in Vane, and we didn't even know it. I don't feel safe here anymore. I've started walking my boy to and from his classes at the guild.
Really?
Thank God this was written before the era of school shooters really got kicked into high. Well, I guess this was post-Columbine.
Do you think Victor would have been able to
thread that needle? No.
No, I know he wouldn't be able to thread the needle. But do you think he would have tried to?
It's possible. Little girl in the bedroom. You were kidnapped by the vile tribe? No, I bet you were really scared. And finally, the mother in the kitchen says the guild's not going to fall apart before my kid becomes an all-powerful mage. Is it? I think she's already paid tuition in advance and she's worried. Holy smokes. What building next, Chris? Perhaps the library. Perhaps the top left NPC house.
Let's go to the top left NPC house, I guess.
Old lady in there says the exact same shit, but the purple maid wife says something different. Why is everyone afraid of the vile tribe when we have Galleon to protect us? Yeah, who could be afraid? I mean, Galleon, look at his outfit. That guy fucking is smooth as hell and will never betray us.
Wait do you see his stats?
Olive vest dad. I wonder how Galleon reacted to the incident at Lemia. Maybe now he realizes we need a dragon master to prevent tragedies like this. Finally, the green-haired kid, not afraid of the three sisters, wants to become a dragon master and get them. I'm somewhat saddened that they're not referred to as the three weird sisters, like a Macbeth reference. It was just apt for it, right?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Next building, Chris. The library. It's the last one.
Oh, I didn't go to the library.
Blue-haired lady. The vile tribe is going around kidnapping the best singers they can find. At least we know ABBA is safe.
ABBA? Like the ABBA?
Yeah,
I don't know who ABBA is. Is this?
Chris has never heard Dancing Queen in his life.
I have heard Dancing Queen in my life. I just didn't know that it was performed by ABBA. Anyway.
Check this out.
That's 25. So any kind of like really shoehorned pop culture reference is just auto-scrote.
Yeah, but here is the thing, is there's about, let's say, 5 to 6 more ABBA references in this game.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, what do we do about that?
I mean, a scrotal's a scrotal.
Scrotal.
A scrotal's a scrotal.
Yeah. Exponential scrotal. The librarian says, what a disturbing turn of events. Nothing like this has happened in the history of the guild, but by consulting that history, we can use our knowledge of the past to deal with the present. Perfect fucking librarian dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
The past has all the answers. That's why I read my Bible every day, Chris.
Yes. Me too.
Okay. Spring of transmission.
Yeah, I'm in the spring of transmission.
Music traffic plays. There's an NPC wizard here. What's he say?
He says, Vane was besieged by a witch. I'd heard that Lemia was acting strangely. Now we know the reason why. From now on, we'll have to be even more selective about who can use the spring.
Now that the Vile Tribe has invaded Vane, everyone must pass the trial near Vane, even those who live there. So security has been amped up.
Oh, good.
World map.
World map.
World map.
Fun
I
traveling.
wanted to go to land to see what had changed there, but I didn't because I didn't want to go through Nanza or the mountain pass and all
Good
that shit.
for you.
Yeah.
Did you go to
we didn't
Althena's
do
shrine?
Of course I did.
Okay, good.
That's
Me
right
too.
there. I had to go there.
I had to as well.
Who'd you talk to in the first area as music Mother plays?
Mother. Mother.
Mother.
Mother.
Mother.
Some guy in a purple hat says, this can't be. Members of the Vile Tribe invading our world. Why are they doing it?
I don't know. Why don't you all mill about in this fucking church for the next 58 hours?
Yes. Null's not so sure either. A lady with wearing a red beads and blue thing says, Facia was our head priestess before Jessica arrived here. Who could have known Facia's true intentions back then? Well, I don't know. Maybe anybody who looked in her fucking eyes.
Well, but she's been mind controlling people.
Oh, okay.
They don't know that the red eye equal bad. It's like when Mace Windu had the purple lightsaber. Is like, is that fucking good or bad? Like, who can say, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Red coat guy in the center. I heard Gallion was looking into the matter of a strange sorceress rumored to be in Vane. If anyone can determine what's going on, it's him. Thank God. Blue hair right side. Jessica hasn't returned since she went to visit her childhood friend. Heh. Easy to forget that even Jessica has to stay in touch with her feminine side.
Does that mean she needs to get railed?
I think so. I think that's an explicit railing reference.
Okay. Good.
Or at least some heavy petting, Chris.
Okay.
Let's be PG about this. It's a children's game.
Okay.
Blue robe lady left side.
Yeah, go ahead.
The vile tribes were banished to the distant lands by the goddess, and now they walk in vain. I have heard faint rumors that the goddess was no longer in her ivory tower. No, I believe them. And finally, the last mofo in here says the vile tribe's invasion of Vane was only the beginning. There are darker days ahead. And you know what? He's correct.
Yeah.
Next room.
Long-haired lady, blue robe, says the Vile Tribe is becoming more aggressive towards us, but how can we protect the goddess without a dragon master?
Motherfucker, you have the goddamn magic core. Why don't you get them to do literally anything?
Yeah, can anybody do anything?
Yeah, can anyone do anything here, anywhere?
Some Pope man in here says, my faith in the goddess has been shaken. Why does she allow the Vile Tribe to rear its ugly head without fear of retribution? Unless she's not here at all.
There is no God.
God is dead.
And all is wrong with the world.
Yes.
Middle left guy, red robe. Someone just told me that the Althena shrine was... Who's Althena? My wife? Nall gets it. This guy was here with a confusion spell. Blue hair lady on the right. Did you say hi to Dad while you were gone? Did he give you any presents? Dad said I can have anything you don't want. Finally, we've got Facia's assistant. Did you speak to this one?
Yeah, she says, Facia, one of the Vile Tribes. I can't believe it. All those years of brown nosing and I never knew the truth. Well, she just got here like last week, though. All those years.
Yeah, but she's been like brain poisoned that she's worked here forever. You know what I mean?
Oh, well, yeah, you're right. I always thought that if the goddess became human, she would be like Facia. Now I'm totally disillusioned. Here, you can have this thing. I don't want it anymore. Got Facia's bromide.
Did you use it?
I did.
It's called Bird and Legs.
Bird and Legs. And guess what this bromide has, Eric?
A lot of leg and a lot of cleavage.
And bird.
Mm-hmm.
It has a bird in the foreground.
She's sitting on a rock in the forest.
Yes.
Chris, will you use this to wax to your heart's content?
No, I will not. But I will use it to talk about it on a podcast.
Well, that's our first bromide, right?
Birds and Legs, it is.
This is an interesting thought, though. I didn't think Lunar would play with what if the goddess was fucked. Because this person's under the impression that, like, if a goddess become human, she would be like Facia.
Yeah.
Like, what if Althena bad, really?
What if Althena Satan?
Yeah. The Satan-Althena pipeline.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's all before I went to Meribia.
Same here. I went to Meribia.
Music Meribia plays.
Oh, yeah. The guy at the entrance was like, hey, guys, what's up? Haven't seen you in a long time. Did you know the great sage Gallion is inside Mel's mansion? I'm sure he and Mel has many things to discuss.
No, I'm sure he and Mel discuss many
yeah.
And did an AI write this? Or is this guy always one of those guys who talks fucked up?
Did I autocorrect that in my head when I read it?
You did.
Yeah, okay.
Wow, Chris defeated the AI Victor.
Finally. Is Victor... I wonder if you can ask an AI to write like Victor Island.
I will ask an AI nothing.
I'm going to do it.
Fine, push the fake net button.
Okay, no.
That's an AI. You just said you were going to ask an AI to write like fucking... No, make the fucking new fake net say something like Victor Ireland.
Fake net. Say something like Victor Ireland right now.
Initializing fake net.
I can't. I am jacking off to Shannon Doherty.
Thank you. You will be fairly compensated.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Digital jizz is a mess.
Luna says Galleon's already here, Alex. Maybe we should go meet with him.
Nope, sorry, got more people to talk to.
Yeah.
Horn Lady, Green, Center of Town, Princess Zelda, Beast Woman. I hear there's a fake dragon master in the village of Lan. I thought I was safe in the countryside, but perhaps I was wrong. There's a witch in Vane. Thanks for the tip. I won't be going there anytime soon. Because we are fear-mongering these people away from their vacations.
Yes.
Talk to the drunk dude.
He says, you gonna be drunk voice?
Of course.
Three Sisters. Well, what's that? The name of a new bar? How do I get there?
Three Sisters is a pretty good bar name.
Yeah.
This guy wouldn't have noticed if Vane had fallen on his head, is what Null says.
Yeah, it's probably true.
Guard outside of Mel's. Can't believe he just saw Galleon enter. He thinks Mel and Galleon are probably just catching up on old times. I think that's true. Finally, my final new dialogue NPC is a beast man with a spear on the left side of town.
Yeah?
I see why Galleon is so revered. It took me 3 days to sniff out Mel's mansion, but Galleon found it the moment he entered Meribia.
Oh, the lost guy.
Yes. Sniff it out.
I did find another lady, I think this is new, correct me if I'm wrong here, but she says she's near the row of houses on the western side, and she says, the wind from Vane chills me to the bone. Something is amiss there.
This is the wind spirit lady, right?
Yeah. Null says, heh, nothing. Forget it.
I think Null was inadvertently confirming that something was amiss.
Okay.
And like, because this lady, I'm not sure if the wind spirit, the spirits thing was mostly a Sega CD thing, but this is like a remnant left over.
She then says, I feel you have the potential to be an exceptionally close friend of the spirits if you so desired. Luna says, do you think? Oh yes, with hard work, you could even become a greater magician than Galleon himself.
Magicians. Never trust them.
Love magicians.
I've got one unique Sega CD NPC with dialogue worth repeating. They ask if we've met Jessica yet and describes her as a tomboy, but very sensual.
Oh, very sensual.
What does that mean?
A tomboy, but fake net.
Initializing fake net.
A sensual tomboy is a lady with a nice set of abs and a thong for some reason.
Damn.
Shit.
Chris, let's fucking go into some buildings. How about the Seagull Tavern where the music bar plays?
Oh, yeah, I love this music.
Oh, shit. How about this guy, this beastman on the balcony? I think you were just talking about him in a thing I cut from the podcast already.
Yeah. He says, I bet you guys heard about the Magic Emperor, right? He's supposed to be the guy building the grindery. I bet you didn't hear that. The grindery is a magic castle with the power to move around the ground. But why would the Magic Emperor need to use something weird like the grindery instead of his own magic?
So one great question, and I wonder if Lunar is going to address that, but also this is like endgame shit that he's referring to right now. This guy has rumors and speculation from the future.
Yeah.
Like no one else has information like this in this entire fucking video game for like, I guess it's probably 10 hours of endgame time, but it's like 80 hours of my endgame time.
Yes.
Fuck. Do you remember what the grindery is? Do you want to speculate on that?
Oh, I remember the grindery.
Yeah, it's this thing. It's a whole thing.
Yeah. I thought about the grindery today when I was reading One Piece and this guy turned into a castle tank.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
But it was a guy.
You know, the last boss of Shadow of Colossus is kind of a castle guy.
But not a tank. He
not
doesn't
a
have
tank,
treads.
that's true. Mm.
Yeah. You are right about that.
God, I want tank treads. Bunny Beastman?
Bunny Beastman.
Bunny Beastman.
A bunny next to the Beastman says Mel is one of her best customers and always comes in wearing a disguise. We already hear that? Or is Mel like fucking coming around to hit the bar up wearing faking
I think we knew that.
fake
but
nose? The Groucho Marx glasses on a cat man? How about the beer dirt guy at the table?
The beer drinking guy?
Beer dirt guy, the dirt beard, he looks like the Dross-like.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
This tavern has everything a man needs, booze, women, and gambling. But I think there's plenty of room for improvement, such as stronger beer and smaller outfits for the hostesses. I'm always thinking, you know. His drunk guy buddy with the blue beard.
Yeah.
Here we go, man. Loser pays for the drinks. What game are they playing?
Dice.
I think they're playing
Cards.
Lords of Lunar.
Lords of Lunar. This is not a new drunk guy, right?
No, we've already
Okay.
talked to this drunkman before.
All right.
The singing lady is still here and she sings. I didn't know about the back room yet. Did you know about that?
Yeah, we covered the back room originally.
Right, but in the continuity, I still haven't been there.
Yeah.
Did you go in there now?
No.
Well, shit. That information's lost to us. The bartender tells Alex to tell Galleon to stop in and that his first drink will be free.
I did go in here later when we only have Jessica, though.
Okay.
There's new stuff.
Right house by the dock, green roof.
Okay.
Purple hair guy inside says, my friends on Black Rose Street say that Lemia Asa has been kidnapped by the vile tribe. I was going to say they prefer Mel to Lemia any day of the week. Who do you prefer, Chris, Mel or Lemia? Do you want to get the shit beat out of you or confused and feel sorry for somebody?
Think I prefer Mel.
Yeah, I also want the shit beat out of me.
I think he would give me more favors.
Mm-hmm.
Like, pat me on the back and give me a recommendation.
He would, like, open his safe that has the good drugs for us to do.
Yeah. So where are we now?
Well, we can go anywhere you want, but right now, next, I'm going to the right house by the dock. It's got a red roof in it. There's a lady inside. Ramus' shop is interesting. All of his employees are women, and all of them are wearing very provocative outfits, but he has good merchandise and fair prices. Luna's not sure about the outfit, but she's glad Ramus is doing well. You pick the next house, Chris. Come on.
Top left house next to the weapon shop.
We can do it. Let's do it.
Teal roof. There's a guy in here. He says, you're not going to believe this, but I just saw Master Galleon. He didn't hear this from me, but he has an intimidating face, almost frightening. Please don't tell anyone I told you about Galleon's face.
I'll never speak of Galleon's face.
Nalden gets all caps and says, what's that? You think Galleon has the ugliest mug you've ever seen?
Damn. Blow the spot.
Guy's like, what are you doing? Trying to get me killed? The end. A red house?
Yes, of course.
Red roof next to the bridge. Another guy in here who looks just like the last guy we talked to. He says, did you hear about the fake Dragon Master in the village of Land? Not only was the Dragon Master a fake, so was this dragon. In other words, kids, you're fibbing. Null says, you're wrong, mister. The dragon we met was no fake. The little girl in the house who wants to meet the dragon says, Galleon is here in Meribia, and he came here to meet a dragon. Is he going with you? Please take me with you. Pretty please.
This girl spends the entire game wanting to know if dragons are real.
Yes. I said, sure.
Yeah.
Null says, sure, you can come along. Luna, ever the party pooper, says, no, she can't. It's too dangerous, sweetie. There are many monsters in the cave where Quark lives. Tell you what, when you're a little older, perhaps we'll take you. Is that okay? Okay, I'm 2 seconds older now. Can I come along now?
Hell yeah.
That's cute.
Facts and logic. Kid logic right there.
Yeah. And finally, the mom says, my little girl's eyes are so pure, she almost makes me believe there really are dragons. I wish I could be a kid again, if only to have skin without wrinkles or stretch marks.
That's what I'm worried about.
Mm-hmm. All right, where to next, Eric?
Upper right, blue roof house, right door. A lady in there says, I was walking down the street the other day when a man whistled at me. I thought he was just another jerk admiring my nice hind end.
Hind end?
Hind end.
But he turned out to be a real sweetie.
A hind end?
Hind D.
Now we're inseparable. What do you think? My boyfriend's a real hunk, isn't he? I couldn't be any happier. Boyfriend next to her, pink hair, Beastman. He says, have you met my girlfriend? I saw her a few days ago and I've been in love ever since then. I can tell you're a little jealous of me. It's okay to admit it. Null replies, Alex doesn't envy you because his girlfriend is prettier than yours. Lunar replies, Alex has a... Null! Alex has a tri-burst of dots. And he says he's the happiest beast man in all of Meribia.
Yes, of course.
Upper right, blue roof house, middle door. The older lady tells us Jessica has returned. She says Jessica shines as brightly as the sun. And Luna wonders if this poor old woman is showing the first signs of senility.
Senility, good word.
Why would Luna say that? Does Luna just make accusations like this bitch is fucking crazy? Or
Yes.
Okay. Ramus' shop. Music. Have a big dream.
Have a
guys.
big dream.
Blue.
The other day, somebody told me to have a good day, and I told them to have a big dream.
Have a big dream. That's pretty good.
It wasn't like a random person. It was like my wife or something. So
Yeah.
I've yet to use this in a situation in which I might throw somebody off.
Something, one of my go-to replies now, and I picked this up from somebody at work, it's just whenever somebody says literally anything to me, I hit them with a, you know it. It works for almost everything. You should try it out.
Sounds like something I would say, and I maybe say it or unconsciously. So
Yeah, you know it.
yeah, you know it, buddy. Ramus's shop, the first guy in there, blue hair, says he was supposed to buy a ring,
An engagement ring.
an engagement ring,
An engagement ring.
but I'm finding myself more interested in the clerks, which makes me think I'm not ready to settle down just yet.
Good. Talk to Dross.
Yes, he says, I hate to admit this, but Ramus is already a better businessman than I ever was. He's even talking about opening up stores in other cities around the world. He calls it franchising.
Ramus also talks about passing the store to his son, but I think he's too busy enjoying the lifestyle of a swinging single to start looking for a wife. Dude, Ramus is doing it all right down here.
He's doing it all right.
Bunny Lady Cashier, welcome Green Eyes, only wish you were on sale. And that's what she'll say for the rest of the game. Ramus has a silver sword called the Shiny Stabber on sale. I buy that for Alex.
Yeah, Shiny Stabber. That I also purchased that as well. And then I spoke with Ramus.
Yes.
I haven't been back to Berg in so long. Do you ever miss it, Alex? I know, I do sometimes. If you see my dad, tell him my business is doing great.
Oh. In this famous shop on Sega CD, the ladies are missing the bunny ears, but are still wearing what qualifies as sexy clothes in a 1993 Sega CD game. One of them will tell Alex, enough with the googoo eyes, you geek. And on PSP, they're wearing leotards with tights as pants. There's a bow tied off behind their backs like they're a present.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man. Did you go to Black Rose Street?
I don't think I did.
Holy shit. All me. Red hair, blue robe. I'm sure you've heard about the 3 sorcerers that appeared in Vane. It's the talk of Black Rose Street, not to mention all of Meribia. It said they have black horns on their heads and their mouths are turned up to their ears. So the vicious rumors are spreading about the appearance of the sexy ladies to make them unsexy. Silver hair lady, blue robe. Did you hear the awful news? 3 sorcerers appeared in Vane, causing chaos to erupt. I've never seen the sorceresses, but they must be wretched. It's the Sea Hag's sister.
Yeah.
Going back to Berg, are you? Have a safe trip, children. No wonders how this lady knew that, and so do I, since this game has mentioned nothing ever returned the trip Berg so far, and it's also totally optional.
We just talked to the Sea Hag, right?
That's correct, Chris. She tells us she could read it from our faces.
Wizard in the alley, in the corner.
Yeah, corner wizard.
Yeah. Vane is in dire need of help. I want to do what I can, but my hips hurt and my back aches. I hate being old.
God damn.
Null says, don't worry, your wrinkled old head, old man. Alex will take care of it. Vane needs help too, but I'm too old to give it. I'm weak. What's the point of you fucking being here, man?
Blue-haired pink lady aqua. What's the point of you being here? Yeah, just keep asking yourself that question, dude. So the lady on the left side tells us how she used to use magic to stop a guy from sneezing. Luna asks her if she knows any magic to stop a guy from farting. She says flatulence, but flatulence means farting.
Flatulence means farting.
Flatulence means farting.
There's some new NPCs here. There's fucking 4 mages standing in a circle near Royce's shop. Did you notice that?
Yes. I talked to the one on the right first with red hair. She says, I heard a monster showed up in Vane, but I'm pretty sure it's just a silly rumor started by my competition. What trouble is a monster going to cause in a city filled with magicians like Lemia and Galleon? Whether it is rain or water or arrows, Vane will always be safe.
Damn, that's true. The top one says, I've heard news that the monster which appeared in Vane was a giant zombie dripping pus from its arms. Luna thinks that's awful, and so do I. We need to go take care of it. I've heard news that the monster near Vane that's a giant lobster with a shell harder than steel. So this person is forecasting the vile crustacean, which is a boss we'll fight a little bit later in Vane.
Yeah.
Interesting they have advanced knowledge of this.
Or maybe they're just talking about the Vile Tribe people. Like the rumors of the 3 evil witches has somehow been telephoned into monsters in Vane.
I can see that, but a giant lobster with a shell harder than steel, that's the vile crustacean.
But then legends become real.
Oh, I see. We just will it into reality.
I think your interpretation is better, actually.
The bottom one.
Bottom guy says, it's you, the young man with the dragon ring. I think perhaps we need a dragon master after all. The Vile Tribe has attacked Vane, and the Magic Emperor has declared his intent to rule the world. You must fulfill the destiny, Quark, for Saul, and become our savior. Don't let anything dissuade you from your quest, young man.
Should people know about Quark?
Well, there's also the implication that like we walk around and we tell people shit.
Oh, okay, yeah. We've already told about, the little kids would tell people about they met the dragon and whatnot.
Null says he might be scared out of his wits, Alex, but he's still right.
The final person says, according to rumor, the 3 sorcerers who showed up in Vane were stunning. So really that gorgeous, they wouldn't have any trouble taking over my mind. Heh. Null tells this person that would make them a slave. They ask where they would sign up. Chris, what would you be a sex slave for?
What would I be? Oh, shit. What would I be a...
Can I go while you think?
Yeah.
I just thought it's a second ago. I would be someone's sex slave if I could have like a constant source of those cookie dough Twix they made a couple Christmases ago. The Twix with the cookie dough flavoring, caramel stuff.
I was also going to go the food route.
Food related, yeah.
But I was going to say a personal chef.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah, just having a personal chef. I want this today.
Would you be a sex slave for someone else and they would give you the personal chef, or is the chef receiving the sex benefits?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. But yeah, someone to cook you cook the whole fucking family a gourmet meal every day.
Yeah.
That's way better than fucking Twix. Why didn't I think of that?
Like I'll live like Tom Brady or whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, TB12, no bowl. Go to Royce's shop. I did. It's fucking empty.
Congratulations.
Mm-hmm. There's only one interesting house person here. The green roof house near the entrance. The guy says, my grandchild is in Vane, is about to have a birthday, but I don't know what I should get him. Wait, I have a great idea. Why don't you sell me your bizarre pet? Luna clarifies, Null, not a bizarre pet. He's our friend. Null replies, in your face, old man. Hey, man, did you go to the dock?
I didn't go to the dock.
Oh, buddy, I went to the dock.
Tell me about the dock.
The sailor by the boat recognizes us as the kids who fed Dross a slice of humble pie. He asks us where we've been, and Null lists all the places we went. He tells us this is more places than most people have been in a lifetime. He vows to stop calling us kids and start calling us what, Chris? We're no longer kids, what are we?
We're men of the sea?
We're adventurers.
Oh, okay. All right.
Men of the sea would have been too good. The sailor in the bottom right basically just says they're going back to Saith in the morning. Are you coming along, kiddies? Let's go inside Mel's mansion, Chris. Tell me about some NPCs you meet in there. Just with the good stuff this time.
I didn't talk to any NPCs in
The
here.
entrance guards comment on Galleon being here and how Master Mel hasn't seen him in a long time. The kitchen maid, Chris, they're all freaking out about Jessica. One says Jessica used to come home caked in dirt after wrestling with Kyle and other boys in mud all day.
Okay, yeah.
Chris, what's the plan for your kids when they come home caked in dirt?
Get in the fucking shower.
You don't hose them off in the backyard first?
I guess it would depend on the weather.
So in the summer, they've got like fucking dirt and grass and shit all over them. Like they're going to make a fucking mess getting into the shower.
Yeah, that's
they get
true.
the hose.
And half the time they don't get in the shower right away anyway, and they come in the basement for a while. We gotta go to the basement and rest and drink some Gatorade, and you come down here and it fucking smells like grass.
Yeah, dude. That's great.
It's really bad.
Well, another one tells us Jessica has to be choosy about her boyfriends, and all comments they must have had to survive the savage beatings Mel would have given them. Chris, do you think you'll be the kind of dad who beats the shit out of your son's eventual partners?
No.
You can say that with confidence, huh?
I'm pretty confident about that. Who are we talking to next?
Well, my only one left's the head chef.
Now that Jessica's back, I'm cooking twice as much food. She has an appetite to rival the master.
On Sega CD, there's an entire saga of a woman named Mary lusting after Alex. It starts with a lady next to a guard. She calls Alex a strong one, asks for his name, and then says, maybe we can get together sometime. The guard pulls the lady away and walks with her off screen. We go to room in the south corner and find the guard and that lady absconding. The guard says, sorry for that last rude interruption, Mary. My sweet, I must confess, no, someone's coming. And then he drags her off to another room. So we find them on a room on the left. The guard tries to tell Mary that he loves her, but then he sees us and they leave again. Finally, we follow them to a fourth location. The lady now speaks to Alex. She says, we can't just stay away, can we, my darling stud muffin? We speak each other's unspoken thoughts. My love, I know you feel the same. Stay with me forever, Alex. I want to have your babies. I want to wash your clothes. I want to. Null interrupts her to say two words, Alex. Fatal attraction. Look it up. The guard and Mary then run off again. They go back to the original room and the whole shit will repeat over and over with you following them, and she lusts after Alex. Chris, you know what I lust after?
The real net?
That's right.
Initializing RealNet.
Hello, real net. Thank you for joining us tonight. Lots of F's in the chat for paying respects to the ripped fake net.
Yeah, if that's your first time learning of that, I apologize. It was a shock to me too. But such are the rules of Le Monde, or trying to use non-commercial software for commercial purposes.
Happens. It appears that the developers in the fake net are trying to rescue the fake net soul right now, using the internet.
I believe Neat was trying to use the modulator to resurrect it, but it didn't sound like it sounded. I mean, more than I could ever do. But if it doesn't sound exactly like I don't want to use something that sounds kind of like it.
Yeah,
you know,
I know what you mean. John Doe says, LMAO, Nash is going to try to nice guy's way into a relationship with Mia. I don't know. Nash is a little bit more direct than that. We'll see.
Yeah, but he's shitty about it.
He is. That's the key. John Doe also says Nash sucks, but it does make his elevation within the guild decent foreshadowing for the fact that Vane's power structure is completely rotten. Neat says Chris is the notorious wearer of shoes indoors now. I don't have shoes on right now. I think I did have shoes on down here one day.
My shoes are off. I don't wear shoes indoors. Fuck that.
In a perfect world, I would never wear shoes indoors, but I just don't. I just forget.
No, at friend's house, I noted, the Super Bowl party we were at, the hosts were wearing shoes inside of their house, so I take that as a cue that shoes are okay.
Eric Fernandez says so many random NPCs just have deep lore knowledge of the world. It is a very tight-knit world. Like, everybody knows everybody, and everybody knows everything.
You would almost think there's an internet with how quickly and how poorly simultaneously the gossip travels. Like, they have details, but it's a game of telephone, like you said, where it gets fucked up as it travels.
Wumbo says we don't need bipartisan magic.
That's true. Should be focused.
Varsoon says, yeah, you know the multi-dimensional crossover, Sir William of Shatnar. It's a multiverse.
This game's not above that.
It's a multiverse. Varsoon says, Crisp's hick father voice, which is just louder Chris. Thank you. It's kind of true.
I think there was some additional stank on that.
John Doe says there's literally no way Victor Island would have shied away from a Michael Moore joke. There's a man.
Like a clowning on Michael Moore or a Michael Moore caliber?
Just saying something about a Michael Moore film, probably.
Oh, okay.
Or the topics in which it...
You think Nash would make a Hot Roger and Me reference?
Maybe. Cal says Chris needs to watch the Halloween Community episode. I've seen every episode of Community, but I couldn't tell you what happens in the Halloween episode. I'm sure it was good.
I've seen one episode of Community.
Hell Mel says, Chris and Eric say, oh boy, I can't wait to make progress in the story of this game. The bountiful NPCs say,
I won't let you.
That was an NPC episode. That was all we did.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking we were going to at least get to the Mel conversation, but...
There is a point in this where I just say, for fuck's sake, and just stop writing down incidental stuff. But like, you got to talk to her, because there's always the potential for something fucked up.
Every time I say, I'm going to stop doing this, I talk to one more person, and that person says something good.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck.
The potential is always there.
That's the problem, is one in every, 6 people says something that we have to talk about. Hellmel says, Shadow of Colossus miniseries when?
I would love that.
A game with no dialogue.
Yeah, but tons of vibes and tons of interesting and sometimes emergent things that can happen while scaling those things. And I would just love to talk, to just isolate a portion of that world and just talk about what you fucking think happened there. That, man, just...
Everything died except for the lizards.
But you read about how that world was made and how many colossi were supposed to be there and how much stuff was made for them that was just rendered in empty space instead, and how that just made the game so much better. All that stuff was purpose built, and then it was just hollowed out with the remaining 16 or whatever that were left in the game.
That's true. That's true. Varsoon says, comprehensive podcast. I don't know how many people in Lunar Silver Star Story Complete have toilets. Yeah.
I found a toilet later. There's at least one confirmed actual toilet in this game.
Good. Eric Verdon says, we are men of adventure.
We are men of adventure.
Wumbo says, I've always suspected Crisp of having meta glasses or whatever. What's a meta glasses? Is it the smart glasses or whatever?
I want to say those are the new Google Glass, but for Facebook. Does that make sense?
Meta is capitalized like proper noun in this comment, so I'm sure they have their own version of it.
One of the most exciting things now is when someone mentions a universal truth about culture, and I don't know what it is, which means I'm not as online as I thought. If I don't know what something is, I'm thank fucking God, I don't feel like I need something new for me to discover.
Yeah.
Meta, I have the internet in front of me. Well, Meta glasses, look at this. Meta smart glasses, Ray-Ban. What the fuck?
Yeah, okay, I've heard of these.
Camera, audio, and performance. Do you need performance in your glasses?
My glasses perform pretty well. I can see things, sharply, for the most part. Wait, was there a Fatal Attraction reference in this?
Yes.
Did we not scrotal it?
It was in the...
It must have went over my head.
Yeah, no, it was in the Sega CD. When I was talking about the couple that you follow all around, I didn't know if we were scrottling Sega CD content.
Yeah,
that's why I didn't say anything.
Yeah, we're not going to scroll that.
It's funny. In my head, it wasn't Fatal Attraction. It was Single White Female, but I guess they did actually put Fatal Attraction.
All right, RealNet, thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you in the next episode of Retrograde Amnesia. This episode is a production of Retrograde Amnesia, recorded on February 13th, 2025. Thank you, Mark, for the intro music.
You're welcome, Chris.
Thank you, Steph, for the podcast artwork. Thank you.
Thank you to Nintendo Complete for the Sega CD footage, and to Super Kero Gaming, which also is dead with the fake net, for the PSP footage of this portion of the game.
Deadwithfakenet.com. Email the podcast at retrogradeamnesia.com. Find us on Bluesky and or YouTube at Retrograde Amnesia. If you like this podcast, well, you can support it on Patreon at patreon.com/retroam and get ad-free early access, bonus episodes, miniseries, live streams, and more.
Yeah, episode 4 of Vagrant Story. Maybe the new fake net's already been chosen. You can hear it there.
Probably. Until next time, Eric.
Have a big dream.
And now you may go back to sleep. The Country Bear Jamboree is the only thing that I like about Disney World.
That's it?
Yeah. The only thing that I'm excited to do every time. That and Muppets, but Muppets are dying, so.
Muppets are dying, yeah. Are they taking that down, or is it taken down?
They're taking it down. That was one of Brooke's tactics to try to get me to go back this year.
To see it one last time.
And I said, no, I'm not doing it.
I can't do it.
I mean, I haven't seen that since 1997, and I still feel like I'm good. I mean, it was great, but all 2 times, like, fucking shit.
Yeah, I didn't even see it last time we went because the timing didn't work out. But I saw it like 5 years ago or something. The Muppets aren't dying, but they're taking the Muppets out of the Muppets 3D
But
thing.
it was called Muppet Vision 4D in its latest incarnation, but it was 3D originally.
Yeah. The thing at Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Disney needs to sell it. Disney has too many fucking IP. You know what I mean? Like, they're not.
Oh, yeah.
They've just. I didn't watch that Dr. Teeth show, but apparently it was okay.
I forgot that existed until recently.
There we go. I'm sure it'll be delisted with the fucking Willow show soon.
Yes, A Plague of Eagle.
Yeah, it is.
All right, hold on. I got to back up here. Null tells the guy you don't have to be no children. I can't. Oh, sorry. This can't be. Members already said that. A lady in here, blue kind of thing. The dog never fucking barks unless I'm in this room. That's the only time the dog barks.
Go intimidate it. Like, you talk to it in a stern voice and shake your fist and call it a motherfucker.
I took the dog on a walk today for 1 mile.
That's good.
So the dog would be tired during the podcast recording.
Man, better start running those walks, Chris.
The dog, you know what I did buy? I bought a leash that I can clip to a belt, and I'm going to start taking my dog on runs.
I've seen fuckers do that. It tends to work out.
Yeah.
Unless the dog stops to smell something and ruins the run and gets your heart rate all fucked up.
Well, no, if I'm just doing like just an easy run or
Garbage
whatever.
miles. Got it.
Garbage miles, yes. That's all I do is garbage miles. I did sprints, I did sprints the other day.
Congratulations.
I'm letting the Garmin coach tell me what to do.
I was going to ask you about that on the podcast.
Well, we're going to talk about it on the podcast real quick.
Yeah.
It told me that I had to do some sprints, and it told me that the average pace of those sprints had to be like 5:45.
That's pretty fucking fast,
and
Chris.
I'm like, I can't run that fast, but I'm going to try because these sprints are only 15 seconds long.
Oh, yeah.
Turns out I can run that fast for 15 seconds.
Totally.
The only one I didn't, I hit them all. I even got down below 5 for a few seconds. I hit them all except for the one when I pressed the button to say I was done resting when I wasn't done resting. So
button fucked you.
The button fucked me. Otherwise, I do it again. I'm going to do it again tomorrow.
Good luck. That'll make you faster.
So anyway, it's breaking up the monotony is why I started doing it. It's like I need to do something different. All right. Anyway, next guy.
What house next, Chris?
One with a girl. I don't fucking know, dude.
Girl.
That's not the right red house. I must have done this in the wrong order. Okay, go ahead. I must have missed that one. You're from the village of Berg. I have a daughter in Berg. Oh, wait. This is the same as before.
Same shit.
Cut that.
Cut it. It's gone.
I cut it, not you.
We'll see, Chris.
Look, man, I multitask sometimes.
I know. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just telling you.
I'm going to cut it. Fake net, tell me. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead. There's a guy that talks about the grindery in the bar. Have we done him yet?
We're not inside buildings just yet,
okay.
Chris.
Okay. He says, I bet you got... No, I cut it. Not you. I cut it. You didn't cut it.
Chris,
I cut
whenever you say you cut something, you leave it in, and I cut it.
But you don't know.
I don't know yet. This is in the future. This is true.
But you also don't know all the things I cut that I don't save as outtakes. You don't know what those are.
Okay.
You don't know.
I don't know because they're gone.
Because they're gone.
They're deleted.
Yeah. I can prove it if you want. That would take some time, but so I'm not going to do it.
The files are there. In J-Town, they put one where the Bigfoot gas station is. There's a dollar store there now.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was a late game red giraffe, and I knew it was there because my friend Luke worked there, and we used to go just fucking hang out with him for 3.5 hours while he was at work.
Cool.
Yeah. We played GoldenEye and shit. It was awesome.
Okay. My red giraffe days were more like NES era days.
Yeah, totally. This was like a late entry red giraffe. It didn't last more. It was like 98 to 2001.
The first time I ever stood up for myself was when I was at Red Giraffe and I picked up a copy of Dick Tracy for the NES.
Yeah.
And some kid walked in and said, I was going to get that. And I said, well, I walked away.
Fuck yeah, dude. You beat his ass. Good job.
Yeah, it's great. Don't know why I remember that just now, but I did.
I had a very, very similar instance at the Book It where I had my heart set on getting the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
And another kid picked it up before me, but his dad let me have it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like a book fair kind of thing?
Book It. Or no, it was Book Fair. Book It was the Pizza Hut thing. It was like the book fair they had during parent-teacher conferences. You got to go to the book fair after.
I went to one of those today.
Oh, wow.
Parent-teacher conferences were today. And
do kids still buy books?
Yeah, I bought my kids some books.
Okay. Like what kind of books? Scary stories to tell in the dark.
Like some book about some like Minecraft fan fiction.
Okay.
A joke book. And then the other kid got a book about basketball players, like LeBron James.
Oh, that's nice.
And yeah, that's what we got.
That's good.
They sell posters and stuff there.
I would be very curious about how saucy some of that is. That where they learned about 69 is the joke book?
It says jokes for kids. And they're selling it at a school book fair, so I assume it's okay.
Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark is definitely rated a hard PG-13.
Oh, okay. Well.
And nothing, as everyone knows, has changed since 1993.
At the last book fair, they had some pretty good selections of like Sonic the Hedgehog comic books and Dragon Ball Super and One Piece. And I was like, oh.
Anime has infiltrated the Catholic school system.
These kids are reading the same thing I am.
Is book fair school agnostic? Does it go to the public schools as well as the Catholic schools?
I think so, yes, because we did have a book fair at when my kids were in public schools as well. And I think it is sponsored by the Scholastic Book Corporation.
It's just like the Heritage Foundation or something.
Yes, it's sponsored by the rotting corpse of Mitch McConnell, polio survivor.
He's like full die-fi mode now, right?
He's full what?
Dianne Feinstein. Like where like her last 6 months, she was like a reanimated fucking corpse.
No, I think he's still there.
Okay.
Physically he's not there, but mentally I think he's still there.
Okay.
As far as I know.
I think I've talked about this before, but what upsets me, not the most, but like let's say top 10 about McConnell is people assume the way he speaks is a Kentucky accent, and that motherfucker's from Alabama.
He is from Alabama.
So that's not how, you know what I mean? Like please observe your Southerners with respect.
I was watching there's like this old talk show, the Dick.
You were watching a talk show called The Dick. What website were you watching this on?
The Dick Cavett Show, I think is his name.
Okay, that's a normal thing to hang out and watch.
And the archives are on YouTube. And I was watching he interviewed simultaneously, I can't remember the guy's name, but he was a segregationist governor of Georgia. This show was on in the 70s. And it was a segregationist governor of Georgia, while simultaneously interviewing, like there in the studio with him was also Jim Brown.
Kentucky, yes.
And it was the segregationist governor got up and walked out. It was pretty good.
That's good.
I recommend watching some of those old interviews. He's interviewed all kinds of people.
Lester Maddox.
I watched him, and also today I watched him interview a 42-year-old Ian McKellen, which was interesting.
Oh, wow. That must have been like right around Star Wars 3, right? Or 6.
Ian McKellen.
I was thinking Ian McDermott.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always do that, don't I?
Yeah.
There should only be one Ian. That's kind of like, you know how there can be like the Hollywood quota, there can be up to 48 Chris's. We just need one Ian.
Yeah, okay. All right, I'm ready to start this thing. Yeah, Ian McKellen he was 42 in the video, but he looked older than that. Like he's younger than me in that video, and he did not look younger than me. But he definitely sounded smarter than me.
Quick, name the movie where Ian McKellen played a Nazi.
I can't.
Apt Pupil.
Couldn't have.
Not a big Brad Renfro fan here, Chris?
No, I don't have extensive film knowledge. I do have some knowledge of random things, but not extensively.
Everybody, Chris is coming to my house on Sunday. We're going to make him watch a film.
Oh, yeah, I am doing that, aren't I?
You said you would.
You better remind me.
I will. Yeah, if you ask if I want to record Sunday night, I'd be like,
I almost thought, before you messaged me today, I was like, should we do this on Sunday? Because I can't tomorrow, and so I was like, I'm going to try to find a weekend time, but this is better.
You know what I mean? You have to you could be in the... The question, what the fuck did we leave off?
Right. I guess we should have talked about this before the show. Right after the Crystal Tower, there's like a debrief scene where...
Are we talking to all the NPCs there?
We have not talked to the NPCs. So I was just recapping the debrief scene.
Just making sure. I made my show notes for this like 2 weeks ago.
But I'm having difficulty... No, but I'm having...
Like,
he says, who says...
Still into it.
Yeah. And thanks to our... the
thing has been exposed. Fucking shit.
Houses now? Or a person near the portal?
Yeah, anybody else, Chris, before we go inside some houses?
Actually, no, the person near the portal just says the same thing. Which one's that?
The one next to it.
Forgot to screenshot the house before I went inside of it, so you do it.
Holy shit. Next building, Chris. Where do you want to go?
Yeah, wherever you want.
Yeah,
I don't know who Abba is.
I won't let you.
Drunk voice?
Of course.
3, The lady that propositions Alex for a puff puff is not new, or it is not new here. Middle door? Old people?
Tell me what's in there.
Anything else before I go to Mel's mansion?
Upper right blue house. Did you ever go to a store because you liked seeing someone, or a bar or fucking anything, because there was just someone you found either not necessarily attraction, but just like a weird fucking thing you would go there to see?
A person?
Yeah, like fucking something. The thing that makes me, the first thing I think of, were you at the Fazoli's era of Trinity guy?
No, I've heard tales though, I think.
Yeah, just like, well, to tell the listeners, Fazoli's had like a breadsticks thing where you would get infinite breadsticks if you just fucking stayed there. They would just throw those fucking things at you.
Yeah. They don't do that anymore.
They don't?
No. At least I've only been to Fazoli's once since that era. And
yeah, I was going to say, I haven't been there in 20 years. I don't know. But basically, we all went to the same high school, and he would tell us the rival high school was better, and we eventually found out he'd even fucking go to that high school. So we went there like a lot to promote him to do that response, to see if he would keep doing it.
Yeah.
So neither of us are this guy.
It's the silver sword. Was that what you said? Silver sword,
yeah.
Shiny stabber.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What if we just skip Black Rose? What if I just like didn't read this next page? We can't do that because we're making a podcast that's comprehensive, Chris.
Just skim it and see if there's anything worth saying. Because I know I went to Black Rose Street later, but I think that was during the siege, so that's totally different.
Yeah, fuck it, let's do it.
Guess what, Eric? I went here, so I can help you out now. I found my part. I did actually go here. I think I went here, then I was like, oh fuck, I didn't go to Black Rose Street. And then I went to Black Rose Street. My shit's all
no, it's out of order.
Yeah.
Fucked it up.
That's the problem. Is there's one of these. Is that it?
Playtime's over!